And for the next half hour, I'll be reading from the March 19th issue of the River Rock Times on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. Artist proposals sought for new permanent sculpture in Black Rock. New York State Assembly member John D. Rivera announced a call for artist proposals for a permanent large-scale outdoor sculpture at the Love U Buffalo Art Park located at 99 Thompson Street in Buffalo's historic Black Rock neighborhood. The project is being organized in collaboration with Art Services, Inc. of Western New York, otherwise called ASI, and in partnership with the River Rock Community Coalition. The call prioritizes artists living within the 5 counties of Western New York, including Erie, Niagara, Allegheny, Cattaraugus, and Chautauqua, and is open to experienced sculptors and sculptural fabricators. Artists may apply as individuals or as collaborative teams. The commissioned sculpture will serve as the focal point of a broader park revitalization effort. The Love U Buffalo Art Park is envisioned as a public green space designed to house multiple murals, a rock garden, and a variety of conversation spaces, encouraging visitors to linger, reflect, and connect with one another. Artists are asked to propose a Phoenix-inspired design that symbolizes renewal and the power to rise from adversity, reflecting the strength and resilience of the Black Rock community. The sculpture will serve as a visual and symbolic anchor within the park and align with the park's mission to promote healing, hope, and empowerment through the arts. Because the sculpture will be installed outdoors year-round, preference will be given to proposals using metal or other durable, weather-resistant materials capable of withstanding Buffalo's climate while remaining structurally and visually sound over time. Artists are encouraged to incorporate additional considerations for long-term durability and maintenance within their proposals. A commission of $20,000 is available for the selected artist or artist team. The commission includes artist fees, materials, fabrication, installation, and transportation. Artists will be responsible for... I gotta find where the article continues. For providing all necessary equipment and materials required to design, fabricate, and complete the work. Any requests for site support, access needs, or additional assistance should be clearly outlined in the proposal. Development of the Love U Buffalo Art Park is still underway, and the River Rock Community Coalition will not be able to provide storage or water access for artists, though accommodations may be possible upon request. Artists should detail what assistance or materials will be provided by the artist and what may be required from the River Rock Community Coalition as part of their submission. The timeline for the project is as follows. The call for proposals opened was March 16th, with submissions due by Friday, May 1st at 5 p.m. Panel review and selection meetings will take place in May of 2026, with a public announcement of the selected artist expected in early June of 2026. Project design, fabrication, and installation are anticipated to take place between June and August of 2026, with project completion expected in early fall of 2026. The timeline may be adjusted based on weather conditions and site-specific considerations. Artists can learn more about the application process and submission requirements by visiting www.asiwny.org. Questions about the call for work, application requirements, deadlines, or submission process can be directed to Art Services, Inc. of Western New York at info@asiwny.org. Artists interested in visiting the site or learning more about the physical space may contact George Fitzpatrick, president of the River Rock Community Coalition at rrccbuffalo@gmail.com. Assemblymember Rivera said this project is an exciting opportunity to celebrate the creativity of Western New York artists while investing in a meaningful public space for the Black Rock community. The Love You Buffalo Art Park will be a place where art, community, and healing come together, and this signature sculpture will stand as a powerful symbol of resilience, renewal, and hope. Jen Swan Kilpatrick, executive director at Art Services, Inc., said, "The arts are a powerful force in Western New York. They strengthen our local economy while also helping to create spaces where communities can come together, feel seen, and feel at home." Projects like the Love You Buffalo Art Park demonstrates how artists help transform public places into meaningful gathering spaces for our neighborhoods. Buffalo's Best Kielbasa contest returns to crown the top home sausage makers. There are 5 categories. 12 judges, 1 polka band, and more. Buffalo's Best Kielbasa contest returns to Potts Banquet Hall in Cheektowaga on Saturday, March 28th, to once again see who has the tastiest sausage in all of Polonia. Polish Easter season in Buffalo just isn't complete without kielbasa, and for many that means making their own sausage, event organizer Ted Knatzok said. Buffalo's Best Kielbasa contest celebrates those family traditions and brings those home chefs out of their kitchens and into the spotlight. The contest starts at noon and is free to attend, with food and drinks available for purchase. Captain Tom and the Hooligans will be performing their blend of modern rendition of Old World tradition during the event. Buffalo's Best Kielbasa contest is made possible by Buffalo Common Council Fillmore District Representative Mitch Nowakowski, the Sausage Maker, Buffalo Distilling Company, Potts Banquet Hall, and the Big Easy in Buffalo. Home sausage makers, no professionals allowed, will compete in 5 categories: traditional fresh, holiday fresh with marjoram, traditional smoked, holiday smoked with marjoram, and non-traditional. Entering is free, and the 5 winners will take home the coveted title and trophy, as well as prizes courtesy of the Sausage Maker, Buffalo Distilling Company, and more. The deadline to enter is March 20th. Entry forms can be obtained by emailing Buffalo's Best Kielbasa@gmail.com or downloading from www.facebook.com/Buffalo Best Kielbasa. Determining the winners will be a panel of culinary experts and proud representatives of Polonia: Roy Bakos, a teacher chef bon vivant; Kelly Dudzik from WGRZ; David Franzik, Buffalo's Best Kielbasa contest founder, former Buffalo Common Council member; Andrew Galarno, 4bites.net; David Greber from WIVB; Tim Herzog, retired beer maker; Todd Knatzok, Friends of St. Adalbert Basilica, the Big Easy in Buffalo; Joe Matamore, Buffalo Distilling Company; the honorary Mitch Nowakowski, Buffalo Common Council member; Chef Johnny Pa, the sausage maker; Sue Swiatkowski, Fashion Outlets of Niagara Falls, USA; and Father Cole Webster, Greater East Buffalo Family of Parishes. Here's five budget-friendly bedroom upgrades. Making changes to a bedroom doesn't have to break the bank. Simple swaps, a little DIY, and some inexpensive purchases can go a long way toward freshening up the place you lay your head. Better bedding. If you can't remember the last time you bought a new comforter, it may be time to snag one. Think beyond the luxury home stores and check out Discount Home decor retailers, and even thrift stores, where you can often find new, unopened bedding at a fraction of the cost. A fluffy throw blanket in a dynamic new color might be the perfect way to rejuvenate your bed. Playful pillows. Few things spruce up a bedroom more than new throw pillows. Available in a myriad of sizes and shapes, from squares to rectangles to asymmetrical, there is no shortage of ways to use these functional pieces to brighten up a space. Uplifting light. Old-fashioned lamps, ancient wall sconces, and dusty chandeliers can make a room feel stale. Scouring consignment stores and estate sales for new lighting can take a bedroom from dated to delightful without spending a ton of cash. If big box stores are more your thing, you can find budget lamps in unexpected departments. For example, try the back-to-school section for dorm-friendly finds like twinkle lights and small bedside lamps. These little pops of light can both brighten and cozy up a room with minimal effort. Punchy paint. Repainting a room is a doable DIY project, and it can make a huge difference in how a room looks and feels. Give yourself time to peruse the countless paint swatches at specialty paint stores or home improvement stores. If you've always gravitated toward earthy tones, maybe opt for a color with a little more depth or saturation. If brighter hues are your thing, go a little darker. If you love the idea of painting but worry about painter's remorse, start with an accent wall. Heavenly hardware. Functional hardware like drawer pulls and doorknobs can be replaced without much effort or money. Secondhand stores, online marketplaces, and even furniture boutiques can be a goldmine for offbeat and unique hardware. Be sure to think beyond your bedside, too. Wardrobe handles, closet rods, sconces, wall hooks, and hinges can be swapped out easily and inexpensively. Find more tips and guidance to give your bedroom a budget-friendly upgrade at elivingtoday.com. Summer Youth Internship Program gets overwhelming response. Mayor Sean Ryan announced March 13th that the City of Buffalo has received over 1,000 applications for the Mayor's Summer Youth Internship Program, demonstrating strong interest from young people across the city seeking meaningful summer work experience. Due to the tremendous response, the city has closed the application portal to allow staff in the Department of Community Services and Recreational Programming to begin reviewing submissions. The overwhelming response to this program shows just how eager Buffalo's young people are to get meaningful work experience, Mayor Ryan said. By connecting young people with real-world jobs, we're helping them build skills and make money while strengthening the pipeline of talent that will drive Buffalo's local economy for years to come. While applications are now closed, the city is still accepting employer host sites interested in partnering with the program to provide meaningful internship opportunities for Buffalo youth this summer. Organizations interested in participating as employer host sites can continue to apply through the City of Buffalo website. Serve up a one-pot time saver. If you feel like you're constantly scrambling in the evenings to help with homework, prep dinner, and get ready for the next day, turn to a warm, cozy meal that's ready in a snap. This skillet lasagna is a one-pot solution that makes cleanup a breeze so you can skip the craziness of home cooking. Visit culinary.net to find more family favorite recipes for those hectic evenings at home. So here's how you do it. Skillet lasagna serves 4 to 6. The ingredients: 1 pound of ground beef, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder, salt to taste, pepper to taste, 44 ounces of marinara sauce, a half a cup of heavy whipping cream, half a cup of ricotta, 1.5 cups frozen spinach, 9 lasagna noodles, 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, and bread for serving. Parmesan cheese for topping, that's optional. In a large skillet or Dutch oven, brown the ground beef with onion powder, garlic powder, and salt and pepper to taste. Drain excess grease. Mix in the marinara sauce, heavy whipping cream, ricotta, and spinach. Break up lasagna noodles and add to the skillet. Cover and let set over medium heat for 10 minutes. Stir and top with mozzarella cheese. Cover and let set for 10 minutes. Wow, that sounds really easy. Serve with bread and top with Parmesan cheese if desired. You're listening to a reading of articles and features from the River Rock Times on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. Building a birdhouse, a step-by-step DIY process. To add charm to your yard, encourage local wildlife, and give you a front row seat to nature, building a birdhouse is a simple weekend project that checks all of those boxes. Seasoned DIYers and first-timers alike can follow this step-by-step guide to create a functional, welcoming birdhouse. Step 1. Choose the right design. Start by deciding what type of birds you'd like to attract. Different birds prefer different house sizes and entrance types. A simple classic birdhouse design makes the project beginner-friendly and works well for common backyard birds like wrens, chickadees, and bluebirds. In general, plan for at least a 1 to 1.5 inch entrance hole, 1 to 1.5 to 2 inch entrance hole, a 5 by 5 inch interior space, and 2 inches or more of a roof overhang. Step 2. Gather materials and tools. Most DIY birdhouses can be built with basic materials and tools you may already have at home, including untreated cedar or pine wood, screws or nails, wood glue, sandpaper, and exterior safe paint, as well as a measuring tape, pencil, saw, and drill. Step 3. Measure and cut the wood. Measure and cut wood to make the front panel, back panel, 2 side panels, floor, and roof. Then sand all sides for smooth assembly. Step 4. Drill holes. Using a hole saw bit, drill the entrance hole into the front panel. Position it a few inches below the roof line to keep predators out. Next, drill 2 to 3 small drainage holes in the floor piece to prevent water buildup and help keep the birdhouse dry. Step 5. Assemble the birdhouse. Attach the side panels to the back panel using screws or nails, and the front panel, then secure the floor piece, slightly recessed so rainwater can drain. Attach the roof last, making sure it slopes slightly to allow water to run off. 6. Paint the exterior. If you plan to paint your birdhouse, stick to neutral, nature-inspired colors. Light brown, soft greens, or white help regulate temperature and blend into the environment. Step 7. Mount your birdhouse. Once dry, place your birdhouse in a quiet, sheltered spot away from heavy foot traffic. Mount or hang it 5 to 10 feet off the ground, facing away from prevailing winds. Visit elivingtoday.com for more DIY project inspiration. Mayor Ryan wants city, not state, to take the lead on Scajaquada Expressway changes. 3 months into his tenure as mayor of Buffalo, Sean Ryan is making good on a long-standing campaign promise. In a letter sent March 12th to Marie-Therese Dominguez, Commissioner of the state's Department of Transportation, Ryan is officially requesting the city of Buffalo be giving lead agency status on the project to make changes to the Scajaquada Expressway. In July of 2023, the Greater Buffalo Niagara Regional Transportation Council, the GBNRTC, delivered the final Region Central report to the DOT. This plan established community consensus for the future of the Scajaquada Expressway that would unlock significant quality of life, economic opportunity, equity, and mobility benefits for the diverse population that lives there, as well as its institutions, parks, and natural areas, Ryan wrote. The GBNRTC also earmarked $56 million for the execution of that community-led vision for the future of the expressway in the Transportation Improvement Plan. But last year, that funding was removed from the plan's active budget and moved into a reserve category, with state officials saying the money would be available for the project at a time when it became a priority. Last year, when the funding was moved, the state said other projects were a higher priority and were more likely to be undertaken sooner, including changes to the Kensington Expressway, a project that has since been put on hold due to legal challenges and a state court's requirement that the project undergo an environmental impact analysis. Making the City of Buffalo the lead agency and providing the $56 million in funding will allow for coordination with NYSDOT on the Route 33 project and will lead to a better outcome for both corridors and the citizens of our city, Ryan wrote to the commissioner. After 2 decades of deadlocked planning for an expressway that no longer serves its intended function, the City of Buffalo is poised to determine its own destiny. I look forward to collaborating with NYSDOT to achieve the interests of our city and the people who live within it together. In a separate press release, also issued March 12th, Ryan says it makes sense for the city to take a leadership role in this project because for too long, City Hall has taken a back seat while decisions about our infrastructure were made by others. The Region Central process produced a thoughtful, community-supported vision for this corridor, and now it's time to move that work forward. By coordinating this effort with the Kensington project, we can deliver a better outcome for the surrounding neighborhoods and everyone who interacts with these corridors. Time for local control. North District Council member Joe Gallenbeck welcomed Ryan's efforts to have the city lead the way. I'm very supportive of local control. If the city grabs the local control, now you've got a face and a name. You have somebody to talk to. As opposed to an office in Albany within a state-level department, which takes away the ability to hold someone directly accountable for projects, he said. It's also a personal interest for him as someone who lives near the Scaghtchagook Expressway and represents people who live next to the roadway as well. Gallenbeck points to efforts to revitalize Buffalo's downtown waterfront, something that had been discussed for decades but didn't start to move forward until former U.S. Representative Brian Higgins took it upon himself to make it a priority. The same was true in the 1980s with natural conservation and beautification with the creation of Tiff Nature Preserve under the late Buffalo Mayor Jimmy Griffin. It's also possible local control, if provided to the City of Buffalo, could make things happen a little faster, especially if the city is successful in securing the $56 million in funding earmarked for the Scaghtchagook in the TIP, which was redistributed last year. Will the state change course? Ryan Whalen, Public Information Officer for Region 5 of the DOT, says the department shares Mayor Ryan's commitment to improving mobility, economic vitality, and quality of life for all Buffalo residents. However, at this time, the DOT's focus is advancing the Queen City Forward initiative, and we look forward to continued engagement and partnerships with the community as part of our ongoing series of listening sessions. The next session is slated for April 16th at Canisius University Science Hall Commons, starting at 5 p.m. Changes to the Scaghtchagook Expressway are not immediately or directly tied to Queen City Forward, which instead is more focused on the Kensington Expressway renovation. Advocacy groups optimistic about proposal. Still, organizations that have lobbied and argued for a unified vision in which the Kensington and Scaghtchagook Expressway projects move forward together are celebrating Ryan's efforts. As a member of the Scaghtchagook Corridor Coalition, the Conservancy has long supported efforts to reconnect Delaware Park in a way that aligns with Frederick Law Olmsted's original vision and honors his extraordinary legacy, says Katie Stevenson, Executive Director of the Olmsted Park Conservancy. In cities across the country, transformative transportation, and park connection projects succeed when the city takes a strong leadership role in guiding planning and implementation. We are encouraged to see Mayor Ryan stepping forward and taking leadership on this effort, and the Conservancy looks forward to supporting the process and contributing our expertise as the project moves forward. Citizens for Regional Transit, another organization that has long encouraged the city to work toward a renovated and reimagined Scajaquada Expressway, applauds Mayor Ryan's initiative to implement the Region Central Plan. New York's Department of Transportation has been allocated $100 million to move Region Central forward, yet did not act and then disperse the allocation elsewhere. This caused 2 years' worth of delay and additional costs to the project. By becoming the lead agency, the City of Buffalo will have control over the progress of bringing the Region Central Plan to reality in a timely fashion, saving unnecessary cost increases due to inflation while restoring Olmsted's vision for Delaware Park, Black Rock, and a significant portion of Humboldt Parkway. The plan includes sensible recommendations for public transit, which we wholeheartedly support. We commend the mayor for making Region Central an early priority for his administration, the group says. Polish cadets looking for helping hands for Good Friday, Dingus Day. It wouldn't be fish fry season without stopping by the Polish cadets at the corner of Grant and Amherst during Lent. The dining room has been open this season, but will be closed on March 28th, reopening for Good Friday on April 3rd, and again for festivities on Dingus Day, April 6th. The dining room will be open this Friday, March 20th. Wendy Higgins, the club's president, is asking for a little help to keep things running smoothly the next few weeks. In a post published earlier this month, Higgins is asking for volunteers both on Fridays in the dining room and on Dingus Day in the kitchen, and on April 6th at the Pussy Willow tent in the Broadway Filmer neighborhood. Please help us get through Dingus Day. Our club's existence relies on this event each year, she writes. The club has a day-long party starting at 1 p.m. and going well into the evening, and is a stop on the shuttle bus that makes laps directly between the cadets and the main stage area at Memorial and Paderewski drives downtown. Higgins is looking for volunteers. Saturday, April 4th, cleaning and setting up, decorating for Monday's party. Sunday, April 5th, it's Easter and we don't expect anyone to come. Spend time with your family, but if you don't have plans, feel free to come help out. Monday, April 6th, we will need lots of help from the crack of dawn until the end of the event. Doors open at 12 noon, festivities begin at 1 p.m. We will need help in the kitchen getting everything ready to serve by 1 p.m., so anytime from 12-ish until approximately 9 p.m. and throughout the day and night, we will need you desperately in the kitchen, at the front door, in the lower hall, taking garbage out and putting liners in the cans. Just help wherever is needed. Anyone interested in helping is encouraged to contact Higgins through the organization's Facebook page. You've been listening to a reading of articles and features from the March 19th issue of the River Rock Times. We read from the River Rock Times on Tuesdays at 8:30 a.m. Your reader has been Linda Lover. Thank you for listening.
Good morning. Welcome to another broadcast day on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service, a private, not-for-profit organization. As always, please feel free to contact us with your comments, suggestions, or with any questions you may have. Our phone number here is area code 716-821-5555. Our phone number here is area code I just did that. Our agency website is nfradioreading.org. Our broadcast studios are at 1199 Harlem Road in Cheektowaga, New York. 14227 is the area zip code if you're sending us a letter there. More between William and Clinton Streets. Stay with us. Reading the Buffalo News coming up next.
The following program is intended for listeners who are blind, have low vision, or another print disability,